Hello everybody and welcome back to Nerd Simulator. As you can see, we are back with our favorite nerd, Mervin. And look, he's getting into the festive spirit. He's even put up a Christmas tree in his room. There have been a couple of updates since the last video, so we do have a little bit of new content to have a look at. The first bit of new content was the game added a therapist. So I'm not going to go into it because I did actually record that bit, so I will show you that bit in a moment. But there wasn't really too much other new content to make a video at that time, and the thing it introduced takes quite a while to do. But the good news is I have now progressed time enough so that is now finished, so we can have a look at it in this video. And there is a bit more content been added in a subsequent update, which has also brought the Christmas tree. So let me throw back to me of about 2 weeks ago, where Mervin and I first met the therapist. Okay, we're getting a call from Dr. Evelyn Ashworth. Hello, who's speaking? Hi, Mervin. This is Dr. Evelyn Ashworth, psychotherapist. I received your mandatory referral from the police station. You won't put me in a straitjacket. There's nothing wrong with my head. Relax, Mervin. I'm not about straitjackets. I'm about conversations. Maybe you could find a moment to drop by my office for a chat. Yeah, go on then. Why not? All right, if you think that's what I need. Come on, you won't regret it. I don't bite, I promise. I'll make you some tea and you can tell me a bit about yourself. What kind of tea? Delicious, calms you down, loosens you up, helps you look deep inside yourself. Why, what's she putting in this tea? She's lacing the tea. Fine, I'll come. If only for that damn tea. See you soon then. Don't disappoint me, darling. Hi, Mervin. I'm glad you came. What do you all want from me? I want you to understand what happened, darling. Let me start with the facts. Zero Bite and the tasks you did for him. Why did you get involved in those cyber attacks? Well, it's a long story. Mom didn't want to help me anymore. She made me pay rent. I didn't have the money and suddenly, boom. Zero Bite calls and asks if I want to make some quick cash. Finally, someone saw some potential in me. I see, feeling rejected. But you know that money wasn't exactly legal, right? I know, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. Logic said, screw legality. At least I won't starve and I'll pay Mom's rent. The important thing is that you're aware of your actions and their consequences. That's the first and most important step. Exactly, a step. And then a headfirst dive into the sea of responsibility. I'm afraid I won't manage. Patience, darling. One small step at a time. For now, we'll start with something smaller that needs attention, but won't cost you too much stress. Okay, what are we going to be doing here then? Here, this is for you. A flower pot. It's a special therapeutic fern. Therapeutic? Is it going to talk and lecture me too? No, relax. It's just meant to teach you patience and care, to help you realize that what's truly valuable takes time, while things that come quickly and seem easy often get us into trouble. A friend of mine bought it from the Netherlands a few days ago, but I thought you could use it more. Thanks, I'll try not to let it die. I'm glad we're slowly finding some common ground. You're a really valuable person, Mervin. Now we'll water the fern together, but later you'll have to take care of it on your own, between our sessions. Deal? All right. See you next time, darling. Okay, so we've got ourselves a fern from Amsterdam. I mean, I could only imagine what this is really going to turn into here. A fern from Amsterdam. Of course, this is going to be just a normal fern, isn't it? Of course. So after our therapist had clearly given us weed, I grew that for 3 days, and that unlocked the dark net. If we just give this a quick scan, because it is the dark net after all, I think that should be fine, and it is. We're now starting to get some orders coming in from the dark web. We can start selling weed on the dark web. So obviously one plant is not really going to sustain that level of custom. So what you do is you come down to your basement now, where we have a little bit of operations going on. So if Mervin hurries up and goes down those stairs, and here he comes now, as you can see, I now have 5 weed plants growing over in the corner here. We can also bag them up over here. Now, I've not done any of this. I don't know how any of this works. I have just waited for almost the entire time for them to grow. I think they've actually got about 20 hours left. This one's got 13. That's fine. We can just fast forward time. I will talk you through how you do this first in terms of growing, but I don't know how you do the rest. As you can see, you need a seed, water, weak fertilizer, normal fertilizer, super fertilizer, and some pliers. So you choose which one you want. You buy all of those from the side, which I'll show you in a moment, and then you just basically keep an eye on this, but it does take 3 days. So unless there's any other tasks that you've got going on, this is why I didn't make a full video at the time. I kind of just had to wait for 3 days for anything to happen because there was no other tasks to do and everything just ticks by. So it does take a little while for things to grow. But once you've got a few plants going, obviously, then we can start selling stuff while we're growing new plants. It'll get better from now on. You get everything from here. So you get your pot, your seeds, choose which fertilizer. I went super fertilizer on them all. It's not really that expensive, to be honest. $20 versus 15 or 10. I don't know why you never really always go for this. So I always go for super fertilizer. You're going to get the best crop. You come over here. I have no idea how this works. We're going to find this out today, but it all tells you here so we can work through it. But this is where we're going to dry it out, bag it up, and get it ready for our customers. But while we wait for the rest of the day for the weed to finish growing, we do have a few other things we can get on with today. Now, first of all, I did see that this Christmas tree was clickable. So we have, from the desk of Santa Claus, I am writing to you, a humble, life-weary, but still hopeful person. This year, I have been fairly well-behaved. Well, maybe just a little bit well-behaved, but definitely better behaved than other children. So that should be enough for a present. I would like to ask for a few small things. Something cool so that I'll be happy as a reindeer on a break. Something funny to cheer me up. And something totally impractical but awesome because, unfortunately, I haven't been able to finish reading that. But we can, I think, write our own card to Santa here. I want cash. There we go. I want cash. That's what we want. Send this letter to Santa for me. It's a shame I didn't get to finish on reading that. I don't know why it clicked off. Again, every year the same thing. Just because I sent those letters when you were 10 doesn't mean I'm sending them now. But why? You said Santa loves all children. Children, not old geezers like you. Not true. Last year he told me himself that he loves me. For heaven's sake, that was the neighbor in a costume. They amputated both his legs after you sat on his lap. Wow. Wow, that was a serious incident. Anyway, it's Christmas. I don't want to argue with you anymore. Give me that letter. I knew you'd agree, Mommy. And here's a present. You'll need it. Merry Christmas, Mervin. Okay, so we've got a present. She did give us money. She gave us cash. That's exactly what I asked for. It was a real shame I didn't get to read the rest of that letter. I don't know why it clicks off before you can click it yourself. So that's given us a bit of money. We can come on here because there is a new person sent us an email as well. So this is like a little thing we can get on with today while we wait for our weed to grow. I'll show you a couple of the other things that did come in the first of the updates as well in here. So it's not just the dark web. We also got smoke, so the in-game version of Steam. Let's just click that off. I don't care. Right, so we have all of these games we can now do as well. So I have downloaded Downhill Ride, but there's all these other ones we can check out as well. Obviously, they cost a bit of money, but you've got some games to play. I wasn't very good at this when I tried it out the first time. I'm probably not going to be very good this time either. But basically, you have to dodge all of the posts. And obviously, you can see, I am pretty crap at it, to be honest. Got a high score of 65. It's not overly responsive. So you use the A and D key to try and move it around. But you have to really, if you hold it for too long, it goes really quick. If you tap it, it doesn't move at all. It is quite difficult, actually. That's one of the games you can play. Obviously, there are the other ones as well. We'll have another go later on, perhaps. Or maybe try some of the others. But they're just little games you can play within a game. So we're playing a game within a game. There isn't anything new in Jobber, sadly. I was hoping for a few more jobs to pop up. Maybe some Christmas-themed ones, but nothing here any different, sadly, yet. We will try out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep scanning. I don't know if to keep scanning or not. We keep scanning. Nothing ever pops up. I don't know if it gets to that point, though, where the game goes, hey, you haven't scanned for a while. Here's a virus. I don't know if it's ever going to do that. Probably not. But you know what? We never talked to Ricky Stone, did we? So let's give Ricky a like. And let's give Elizabeth Ring a like as well. Let's see if they actually talk to us, because we've not actually interacted with these before. Let's see. Hey there. You know, if it weren't for that injury in '89, I'd probably be in a household name by now. How cool would that be? Wow, really? I can only imagine it must have been incredible being in the spotlight like that. Oh, it was. I had fans everywhere, and the thrill of performing was unmatched. People would go wild just to see me play. Wow, really? I can only imagine. It must have been incredible in the spotlight like that. Why do we say the same thing twice? Why are we saying the same thing every time? You have no idea. The parties, the celebrations, everyone wanted to hang out with me. I was living the dream, you know? I really want to believe you, but it all sounds too good to be true. I mean, how could someone have that much fame and still be in the game? I think you might be exaggerating. Anyway, I've got to go. Good luck with everything. So we've met Ricky Stone. Maybe he'll contact us in future and take us on tour. Hi there. If you're handsome, wealthy, and love fast cars and spa days, then I want to hear from you. If you're earning minimum wage, though, don't even bother messaging me. Hi, Elizabeth. Now, that's quite a list. I must admit I'm not exactly in the wealthy category. Well, I'm not trying to be rude, but I have high standards. I enjoy finer things in life, you know? Well, pay for it yourself, then. Oh, what a gold digger. I totally get that. It's just not everyone is in a position to live that lifestyle. True, but I believe in aiming high. Life's too short to settle for less. Is she really aiming high? Is being a gold digger aiming high? That's not aiming high, is it? That's letting somebody else do your life for you. That's not aiming high. That makes sense, but what about someone who might not have the money but has a great personality? Personality is important, but it doesn't pay for spa days or luxury vacations. I need a partner who can provide that. I see where you're coming from, but I think there's more to a relationship than just money. And that's the end, is it? So no, she's writing back. I'm glad you think so, but for me, wealth is a priority. I just don't think we'd be a good fit. Yeah, I guess we have different priorities. Good luck finding what you're looking for. I knew from her profile picture she was evil. I remember saying that when we first looked at her. She looked mean, and she is. We don't want her anyway. I think we've met everybody on Binder then. So we can do the Darknet later on, but let's do this. Now, this is just from I think the previous one where we spray painted his car again. So that's just the same email as I got up here, weirdly. But we do have somebody new and a little new task we can do here. So, hello, it's me, Queen Astera II. I'm alive and doing great. The news of my death is a conspiracy by my son Carlos. I'm writing from a different account because I'm afraid Carlos is watching the internet. I need your financial help to buy a ticket to London to reclaim my throne. As soon as I return, I will give you everything, grant you the title of Superlord, and welcome you into the royal family. Please treat my request very seriously. Click the link to show your support. Now, should we click this link? Now, in real life, anybody watching this, please do not click a link like this. This is clearly a scam. But in the game, I think Mervin might want to click that link. After all, it is a very official royal support, not a scam. So what's to go wrong here? Uh-oh, we've been wiped! We've been wiped! Oh no! My money's gone and I got played like a little kid. Unbelievable! We've just got our money wiped. We've been virus hit. Oh, can you believe it? Look at this. My money is gone. Oh, no. What a stupid thing to do. Honestly, I thought that would lead to something more funny than just being wiped for all your cash. That's kind of annoying, actually. I had like $4,000. Mervin's just lost all of his money by clicking a dodgy link. But there is a lesson to everyone. Do not click links. Because that same thing can happen to you. But that is ridiculous. The good news is, Mervin has been earning on the side. So whilst I've been waiting for my weed to grow, because we invested in a reasonable PC before, our big dig is doing pretty well. Look at this. We've collected 12 cryptocurrency. An exchange rate is currently giving us nearly $6,000 here. So let's just quickly, actually, let's give this a scan. You never know. We might still be being hacked. Get rid of that. There we go. But I can get rid of this. We're getting a phone call at the wrong time here from the therapist. Let's withdraw some cash. Can't. No, I can't. Go away. I'm trying to withdraw my crypto. Yes, I'm listening. Hey, darling, we haven't seen each other for a while. I wanted to ask how you're feeling. I have to say your timing is spot on because I've just been robbed. What do you mean, robbed? What are you talking about, Mervin? Just like that. I got a link, I clicked it, and the money's gone. What am I supposed to do now? Maybe you'd like to come over for some tea. I probably can't get your money back because I don't have much myself, but maybe I can somehow help you out or at least cheer you up. Thanks, I might come over, but right now I'm in shock. All the more reason a second therapy session will get you back on your feet. See you, sunshine. Right, go away. I could have had 7 grand then if I clicked it at the right time. Therapist just cost us money there. Right, I'm going to click it. Now. Nice. We've got 7.5 grand. Okay, we're doing okay again now. We just lost 4.5 grand to some scammer. But at the very least, we now have 7.5 grand again because my crypto mining is going so well that, to be honest with you, we'll probably move out of this place at some point. We click down here. The impendometer has to go to 50,000, and I think you get to move out. So that's what we're kind of doing in this game, is trying to get 50 grand. Hopefully some more tasks will come along to make it more interesting along the way. Otherwise, I could just sit here for a few days, to be honest, and we'll easily make that kind of cash. All right, let's get something to eat, because Mervin is actually a little bit hungry. It must be the shock of losing all that money. The shock has made him pretty hungry. Right, let's see. Corn hub, french fries. Should we have a kebab or something? Oh, very hungry. He is very hungry. A sultan kebab might just hit the spot here. There you go. It was twisting from hunger with his stomach, but now he's fine again. All right, let's go and check on our weed, because I don't think that's got much time left. So let's have a look at the weed, then we'll go and see the therapist tomorrow, I think. I'd rather get business going again, especially after our robbery there. I think the therapist, that might lead into the next bit of the story, though. So maybe we can get that money back at some stage. This one needs a water. So every time that timer goes to, obviously, that one there, you have to give things a water. So then you click water, give it a water, and then it'll be fine for the next day. Now, I think this has got 1 day left. I think these, when they get to 0, I think these have also got 1 day left. I'm not 100% sure where it tells you when they're finished, to be honest. I assume this is all filled in. Perhaps. I've no idea. Or the pliers become available. Let's have a look. How to grow your plants. Plant a seed, water the plant. You need to do this once every 24 hours for 3 days. Now, I think that was the 3rd water. Add fertilizer. We've done that. When the plant reaches growing, use your pruners to cut the buds. So I assume we just see some buds on there, and we have to click on those. So we've actually got 6 hours before all of those need watering. So we could go and see the therapist now, actually. We should be back in time by the time that's ready for another water. Let's go to therapy. Hello there, and who has graced me with their presence? Please pinch me and tell me this is all some dream. I'm so sorry, honey. Tell me how this happened. I got a message from Queen Esther. But she's dead. Her son rules their monarchy now. She wrote that it's all a conspiracy and that she's actually alive and needs help to reclaim the throne. And your good little heart spoke up and you wanted to help her, right? I thought the link would take me to some form where I could choose the amount of the donation. I wanted to send her 100 because I don't have much myself. It's got a good heart, Mervin. Got a really good heart. I see. And because of that, you fell victim to a scam. Can this be undone somehow? What can I do? Maybe try reporting it to the police? No, I'm not letting them strip me again. Strip you? It's just about reporting a theft. No, I'm not going back there, period. I've got one more idea. Do you maybe know the swamp witch Mirabella? Who? Mirabella, this deranged chick from Wackington. She calls herself the Swamp Witch. She runs an online shop with all sorts of amulets and figurines of power. Supposedly, they attract good energy and wealth. Maybe, with their help, you'll be able to get your lost money back. This sounds like another scam to me. Never heard of her, but I've always liked collecting figurines from my favorite games and movies. I can't guarantee she'll help you, honey, but it's always worth a try. And what's her shop called? I don't remember the name right now, but I'll send you the link by email. No links. More money will just vanish from my account. Relax, babe. What is with this honey and babe? She's supposed to be a licensed therapist. This is a bit informal, don't you think? Relax, babe. I'm not trying to scam you. You can trust me, Merv. Can we? Can we, Dr. Evelyn? I mean, she gave us weed to start with after our first appointment, and now she's putting me on to some other scammer. Really? Can we trust you? From what I remember, Mirabella protects the entrance to her shop with a series of puzzles. But when you're a sharp guy, you'll definitely manage. Thanks. At least you'll believe in my abilities. See you next time. Okay, so we've got to go to that shop then and solve some puzzles. Now, should we get the weed done first? Like, when you get into these things, the time stops, but not all of the time. And I don't want to miss the weed. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go down to the basement. I'm going to fast forward some time and get these watered. Because if I miss the watering on these, we'll lose them. That one is now finished. Look at that. That one's finished. Let's just fast forward some time, because this goes pretty quick. Oop, and then we'll press play. Get some watering done. Are they all finished now? Oh, they're all finished now. I think they're all finished. Right, we've got some weed. All right, let's get these sorted then before we lose any of them. I think that's all I can handle for now. Hopefully they stay like that for a while. I'm sure they do. Right, I have no idea what to do here, so let's have a look at the tutorial. The table is used for drying, portioning, and packaging marijuana before you sell it. Follow the steps below to prepare the product for sale. Drying. Open the microwave door. Click on a bud and place it in the microwave. Warning, the microwave has limited capacity. Close the microwave door and click its casing to turn it on. When drying is finished, click the microwave and the plate inside the dried marijuana will be transferred to the package area. Press the A button. You need to use the toilet. That's not a good time. Press the A button to move the packaging station. Okay, so let's put some in first. Open the door. Don't know how much I can get in here. Just that. Give it a dry. Then we'll have to go to the toilet with Mervin before he has any kind of accidents. Okay, so the weed is finished. That's out of there, so that's gone to the station. Shall we dry the rest of it while we're here? We might as well, haven't we? Right, that's drying there. So once that's dry, what do? We press the A button to move to the packaging station. Packaging. I hope this tutorial still going to be there if I press A, do we think? Yes, it is. Good. Packaging. Click left mouse button on a bud on the tray on the left side, select it. Then to divide it into large bud into smaller pieces, click it, and it will split into 5 1-gram pieces. You can move the whole bud or a divided piece onto the scale. It will be packed automatically. To finish packing, grab hold of it. Right, so you can do 3 bag sizes. Now, I'm not sure what we've got the most orders for. I remember seeing a few 5s. So we've just put all of those into 1s then, haven't we? But you can put them in like that. I think we've got a few 5s. That's a 5-gram bag. You're very tired. Yeah, we need to get some sleep as well. Holding the left mouse button on this bag on the scale, then press W to drop the bag on the shelf. That should be it then, shouldn't it? So if I do that and then bang, we've got some weed. Right, so we've got a 5-gram there. So that's all 5 then. We can come back and do that. Mervin is desperate for the toilet and then he needs to go to bed. So let's go to the bathroom first. No, I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. That's not the right answer, Mervin. You do not want to have an accident. We've just bought this bedding. It's brand new. If you have an accident, mister, you know what's going to happen here. Just go to the toilet. How lazy is he? Right, he's having another nightmare. More healthy food and hygiene products. We really need to talk to the therapist about this. Maybe we can get some help. Be less afraid of this sort of thing. There we go. He survived. His energy is refilling. His bladder's still okay. It's weird how quick his energy comes back, isn't it, actually? He gets lots of energy from very little sleep. There we go. Was he in bed for like 2 hours maximum? Full energy? Right. Hurry up and go to the bathroom, Mervin. Control the stream by moving your mouse. Okay. We're gonna get this everywhere. Mervin, you're getting on the seat. Hold it still. Hold it still. Actually, I'm doing pretty well here. Uh-oh. Over there. Not bad. Not bad. A little bit of cleaning required. And probably a different diet because I don't know what came out there, but it looked more like custard than urine. Right, so we are fully good to go again. Let me just check my orders on the dark web. And then we need to go and see that that person at the shop, see if we can get some good luck as well. I'd like to have a go at this first. So, dark net. Give it another cheeky scan. Right, so current order. So I think this has got what we have available, perhaps, and then we can just sell them. So if I go and make a lot of bags, so we've got 10-gram orders, we've got 4 10-gram orders, probably more because you can scroll. We've got quite a lot of 10s. So if I do, I don't know how long these stay on for, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10-gram orders, 2 1s and a 5, or 2 5s. So we could do another. We could do another 5, a couple of 1s, and the rest could be 10s, maybe. I don't know if we'll have enough. We'll see how far we go with that. Let's get those done before. I don't know how long those stay on. That's why I want to do this first. It's possible that they just refresh at a certain time each day. So I'd rather get them sold. Let's do this first then. So if I press A, how much does this weigh on its own? That's a 5 on its own. So we might as well just go with that then. Where does it go? Where did that go? I thought that would pop onto the shelf. Is that because we didn't cut it? Or... I hope not, but it could have been. Pretty sure it said you could put full amounts in though, didn't it? Let's see what happens with this one by doing it this method. So that's a 10-gram bag. Yeah, I'm guessing they just go into that bag there then. I'm guessing. That can be another 10. I hope I'm not wasting it here. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go and see on the computer because it's weird. I thought they would all display on here. Oh, no, they are. Look, they are. So it's only one gets displayed, but they are actually there. So we've got 2 mediums and 2 large there. All right, let's go and cut some more weed. And then I'll start growing some of these as well. So now we've got a couple of empty spots. Wish you could cut it all off at once rather than just have to do such limited stuff. Let's get this done, and then we'll... I think once we've got 3 plants, we'll start the others. So these need to be dried. Of course, we've still got some in there, haven't we? They need taking out. That can be going. These can be weighed. So somebody wanted... There was 2 1-gram bags, wasn't there? Hardly seems worth it, to be honest, but we'll go with it. Right, there we've got 2 1-gram bags. Then, so we're always going to have an odd number now, aren't I? With those 1-gram bags. Make up another 5. Do we need another 5? I can't remember. Make up another 5. We've got plenty anyway, haven't we? Make up another 5. That there. Then we'll do some 10-gram bags. Unfortunately, these are all going to have to be cut now. I think we'll do 3 1-gram bags just to get this back right again. We might get a few people in for those at some point. Right, that's got that perfect again. We'll do some more 10s. There we go. Right, that's another 10. Get this in here. So I don't know what's going to happen when everybody finds out that we're actually delivering them peppers instead of weed, because I'm telling you, these are peppers. These are not weed, are they? I think that might be the joke in the game. I think he might have got the wrong seeds or something, because these are not weed. Well, they don't seem like it to me. Right, should we go and sell those? Let's just see how this works. We can come back and do this later. It seems like everything just stays, but we can get a few orders done here. Make some cash. Right, he wants a 10-gram bag, so we can accept that and sell for 30. I've got another one of those. I'll have that as well. It's 45. We've got some of these as well, haven't we? So we can do these. So, I think that made us some good cash, didn't it? So we've made some good money there. We've run out of orders now, so I'll leave that weed alone. So we made some good cash there on the side. Hopefully our customers are happy with their produce. Right, so we could leave that down there. I might plant some new seeds or something. Should we do it now? Yeah, let's do it now. Let's plant some more seeds, because otherwise I'll forget. It'd be handy to have some growing for next time. And you can see the progress as well. So if I buy, I think the pots stay the same. So if we just buy a couple of seeds, and we'll get some super fertilizer. And we'll go to these pots over here, and we'll start the growing process again on these two plants. So seed goes in there, seed goes in there, fertilizer, and fertilizer. Or did they, wait, did they both go in there, or did I only buy one? What's going on here? Why didn't I get any fertilizer for that? Thought I bought 2 fertilizers. Maybe it uses 2. Not sure. Let's find out. Got its fertilizer now anyway. Right, so they're growing. They'll take 3 days, and then they'll be like the other ones, but we've got plenty of supply to keep us going in the meantime. Right, so let's go and do this this quest then, shall we? Let's go and see where we need to go here. Just make sure I feed the fish before I forget. Oh, he's actually... Where is he? There he is. At least he's clean. There you go, Mr. Fish. Right, so that's that taken care of. So I think, do we just go to the email? I get the feeling we do. Unless there's a click on the door. Email. There we go. So this is the link. Now, do we click this link or not? We've got 7.5 grand or whatever, haven't we? You know, if this is another money swiping link, I'll be very disappointed. Right before Christmas as well, to have lost, what will be in the end, 11.5 grand. Right, hi Merv, I'm sending you the link to the Swamp Witch's store. To enter, you have to enter her questions correctly. Kisses. Oh, this is not going to go well. Prove that you are worthy to enter my magic shop. Answer all the questions correctly or be lost forever. Join. Where are rivers dry? In Africa, on the map, everywhere. On a map, I suppose? What else have we got? These are going to be riddles then, aren't they? Where can you see the past but never the future? In a photo. Yes, because the mirror would be present and so would the window. What do a cloud, a mug, and a bottle have in common? They can be full of water. Makes sense to me. What else have we got? The mother is twice as old as her son. Together, they are 45 years old. How old is the son? So if it was 10, that would be wrong. If it was 15, then she would be 30, and 30 add 15 is 45, so it must be B. Take any number, multiply it by 2, add 10, divide 2, subtract the number you started with. What result did you get? Take any number, multiply it by, right, so 10 times 2 is 20, add 10 is 30, divide by 2 is 15, subtract the number you started with, 10, so the answer is 5. Send to the witch. Okay, Mirabella is calling. Hello? Hello, stranger. Nice to meet you. Do we know each other? Who's speaking? Oh, of course we don't know each other. But what's stopping us from getting to know one another? I'm Mirabella, better known as the Swamp Witch. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk right now. For existential consultation, send a text message that costs only $7 plus tax. Told you, scam artist. But you're the one calling. All right, forgive me, I'm a bit scatterbrained. What do you want from me, woman? In the universe, many questions remain unanswered, my dear. This one will be among them. Yeah, I agree, Mervin. She is just... This is ridiculous. Your power sign is 7. Your stone is sapphire. And what does that have to do with anything? I can see everything in the cards, youngster. Nightmares, family conflicts, and of course, the Ace of Hearts. I knew it. Ace of Hearts? What does that mean? Money problems. You're broke, aren't you? Well, actually, not anymore, but we'll play along. Yes, of course we are. Big time. I mean, not really. We're making loads on our weed and crypto mining. Drop by my shop. I think you'll find plenty of solutions to your problems there. Farewell, kisses, bye. Farewell, kisses, bye. Do you think this is the therapist? Just playing a character. Exactly the same way she ended here. We'll see. Right, so can we drop by the shop then? Does she have an online store? She does have an online store. Which shop? Let's give this a scan. Don't trust this at all. The Chamber of Figurines. Hi, sweetheart. I'm Mirabella. Welcome to my magic store. I craft every figurine from the swamp's strangest... materials, each one holding a spark of unpredictable magic. Travelers come to my shop seeking power, but mostly they find trouble wrapped in charm. I never choose the figurine for them. The figurine chooses the fool brave enough to touch it. If the magic whispers to them later, that's not my concern. I warned them to listen carefully. Okay. So these are all pretty pricey. We can only afford 2 of them. In fact, we'll have a look at them all, though. So we've got the bank figurine. All the memories of receiving money as a kid can enter your mind once again. So do we get all the money we got as a kid? Is that what that's going to give us? Who knows? Shiny fish figurine. Your aquarium shall dirty itself no more. Ah, okay. So these are like perks then, aren't they? So you do have to clean your fish tank quite often. While I was waiting for the weed to grow, I had to clean the fish tank like 6 times. So that could be annoying. So that could be worth it in the end, because it does get quite annoying. So that'll clean itself. This will give us some money from our past, I guess. Maybe? Empty toilet bowl figurine. Your toilet will miss you. Would presumably that fixes your bladder then. So these are like cheats then, aren't they, in a way? So that's going to sort us out. We'd never have to go to the toilet again. Golden coffee mug means we never have to sleep. Golden fat boy. Never again will your stomach know scarcity. So we don't have to eat anymore. So yeah, these are all perks. So we don't have to eat, don't have to sleep, don't need to go to the toilet, don't need to clean the fish bowl. We don't need to do that game where every time he sleeps we have to click on his nightmares. I'll tell you what, 5 grand's a lot for that. That only takes a few seconds, to be fair. And the sleeping doesn't really get in the way either, does it? He barely sleeps anyway. So I think that'll be a waste of money for now. Your mother will keep you caged for free. So at the moment, we do have to pay her rent. So she does come for her money every week. So that could save you in the long term. But to be honest with you, I think we probably, the way we're making cash, we'll move out anyway. Midas figurine, money is multiplied. I like that. Save up for 10 grand. We could have multipliers on our cash. That would be good. Bronze toilet bowl figurine. Your bladder will not be so quick to lose. So these are like ones that are not quite so good then, aren't they? So the bronze ones will help a little bit, but won't go all the way. Whereas the gold ones will work quite good. I like the Midas figurine, but we can't afford it at the moment. And I'm interested in what this is, bank figurine. So I'm going to do the bank figurine just to see what it is. We'll keep cleaning. It's not. I don't think that's worth 4.5 grand at the moment when we're not got that much money. So I'll leave that one for now. And then I think I'll save up for Midas because that will help us in future because we'll just start raking in cash. And then we'll tick the other ones off as we get opportunity. So we'll go bank figurine to start with. Activate. What does this mean? Anything? Other than Mervin's a little bit on the hungry side? Absolutely nothing has happened. Maybe it takes a while to kick in. Who knows? Let's get some food. Because Mervin's starving again. Of course, not being hungry would also save us quite a bit of cash. Because Mervin does get hungry. Not super regular, but there's an expense to his meals. Shall we have a pizza? I don't think we've had a pizza before. But they do. Pizzas are a bit rubbish, actually. I don't know why. Some of the, I mean, they only give you like 25% hunger. What is the point in these? There's no other perks available to them. Hopefully one day there's maybe some other perks to having these. I just don't know why you would bother. Because at Corn Hub, a long corn for $20 gives us 100% hunger. So I think there's some fries that do the same sort of thing. $12 for fries. We'll have a large fries with ketchup. That fills our hunger. Maybe it fills it, but it burns off fast. But it's not really been explained. It would make sense, I suppose, if it's like that. Yeah, this figurine, I haven't got... This is weird. So we've got that running. But it hasn't really done anything. I was hoping it would then flash and say, hey, now this is working. But it doesn't seem to be doing that, does it? Have a look at Big Dig. Because this is now actually worth quite a bit already. See how much money we make? Because I got a good PC and we're mining so fast, we're actually able to, as long as you click it at the right time, make a reasonable amount of money pretty quickly. So it's now dropped off, unfortunately. Come on, exchange rate go higher. There we go, it's going up. Oh, it's gone down again. The only problem with this, you just got to click it at the right time. It's like we came in just too late. There we go. Click. There we go. Got 2.5 grand there. I shall take that. So we have earned some money, but we didn't earn any. We haven't got any extra from our childhood or anything. Don't think there's any emails here or anything like that. So let's just check the door in case there's... Can I go somewhere to talk to somebody? Doesn't look like it. Kind of weird. I don't know if I just got scammed there and nothing happens, or maybe it'll just happen as time goes on. So what I think we'll finish with today, maybe I click the Christmas tree, maybe that'll help. We'll do that again. And what I think we'll do to finish, we'll go on smoke, and we will... buy another game, I think. What should we do? So we've done Downhill Ride. We've got Connect, Fluffy Bird, Hex, or Veggie Clicker. Can we have a look at Veggie Clicker? All right, so this is like that banana game, isn't it? That everybody went crazy for, where you just literally click a banana. So income per second is 0. How do we start getting income? That once you get past 100, maybe? Or am I just going to have to click this forever? How do you earn income in this game? Oh, so you spend your clicks. Aha, okay. You spend your clicks on different things. So if we spend that on a click combo, and we'll go up even faster. Taps power. Get a few of those, see if that does anything as well. I think we'll do a mega multiplier. I gotta be honest, this is a terrible game. The one on the actual real version of this on Steam has really good reviews, doesn't it? But all you do is click. And it quickly gets annoying. My finger is actually starting to hurt now. I'm starting to get cramp in my hand. I think I'm going to leave this this here. We can come back and click some other time. We'll get it to 100,000. There we go. Well, 115. So I can always click the prestige multiplier again. We'll get it to 115 and stop. There we go. I've had enough of that. I did try, by the way, as well. I went to the gym to try and work out, but the guy in there, he was blocking the machine. So I clicked on him to fight him again. He was unbelievable this time. He was absolutely unbelievable. He beat me up like crazy. He must have been going soft on us the first time. So he is blocking the gym. I'll just go to the gym to finish. He was... he's blocking one of the machines when you get there. Like now, for example. He's blocking this, so he won't let us do it unless we fight him. But he was unbelievable. Kept losing to him. We'll try again. So if I try and go for a run... See, step aside, balloon on steroids, before your ego pops louder than the weights. Because he's jealous, because we thrashed him the first time, he blocks the machines. Then you go and fight him. You can fight him for money or not. We'll choose not, because I lost quite a bit of money. But he suddenly got really good. So we've got him on the floor there. But for some reason, partway through your fight... he'll devastate you with like a left hand, and then you get stuck. He can beat you up really easily. He's nowhere near as easy as he was the first time. Got to dodge his attack. We need to make sure that we don't get caught by a random hand that he just delivers, even though he's not in... There we go. That hand there, that's had me on the ropes and all sorts of stuff. So you got to stay in the middle of the ring. Look at that. Once he gets his combos going, he's pretty good. It's not as walkover as he used to be. No. And as soon as he gets that combo going, there's no way to get out of it either. Doesn't matter what block you do or anything like that. Mervin, stand back. What's he doing? Get off the floor. Get off the floor, Mervin. Hey, the camera angle doesn't help either. Did we get him? We got him! Yes, got him! But he is a lot harder to beat this time. But now he's out of the way of the machine. Where did you learn to fight like that? I often fight with my mother. Maybe someday I'll take you to a street fight. That sounds fun. Right, let's work out, because Mervin, his fitness is pretty low. Although he fights like a champion. His fitness is pretty low. Alright, come on, Mervin. Let's go. Let's get that stretching done. Here we go. Damn it, press the wrong button. Again. So there is usually a little bit of music to this, but a lot of the music in the game is fine, but there's the occasional song in the game that plays that is copyrighted, so I've had to turn all music off in the game. So it still sometimes plays in some areas, but there is usually a bit of music to this, but unfortunately I can't play it. Tell you what, I'm having a real trouble clearing this hurdle here. Come on, Mervin. This time, come on. Get your act together. I've done it again. I keep jumping too early for that. Far too early. Right, come on, Merv. Come on, Merv. We need to get at least the best score of 100. I can't let this go without getting to a high score of 100. There we go. We've got the 100 high score. Come on, Merv. This is the way. No, jumped too early. Jumped too early. We still made it over 1,000 though. So we've run over 1,000 meters on the treadmill apparently, according to my Steam achievement. That might get his fitness going a little bit because this bar is always red. So I don't know if you can actually turn that green or not, but at least we've got access to the machines again now. Now he's out of the way. Okay then, I think that will do us. So Mervin wishes you all a happy festive season, and as do I, in fact. And I think we will come back and join Mervin again in the new year. Probably be about a month or so's time before we come back. There should hopefully be a content drop in January at some point. So we should be back at some point in January for another visit to Mervin, where hopefully there'll be a bit more story we can get stuck into, and further Mervin's quest to leave home and get towards that 50,000. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.